What's going on YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video, and in today's video, huge announcements coming out of JP. We're talking a new Kingdom Hearts collab with Neovision units. I can't wait to talk about that, but if we're talking about global, it's also a great week. If you guys were looking for content, we got a whole new kind of trial thing going on with the boss rush trial. We have even more indication that Neovisions is just around the corner with the release of the strong Zenaida, and then we also get updates to some past trials, so you guys have a lot more rewards to get your hands on. Let's get into it. Alright, so you guys gotta know, I have tweeted this a few times, tagged it on Discord, there is a new Kingdom Hearts collab coming to JP, which we hopefully will be getting it in global, and it's supposed to be for Dark Roads, which is the new Kingdom Hearts mobile game that they have out, which personally, sadly, I didn't get too into. I don't think a lot of people liked it. I really wish I did because I love Kingdom Hearts so much, but they're coming out with 3 new units. One that is not featured here, as you can see the ones from the past at the bottom, is young Xehanort. He will be the free unit from this event. But it is 3 Neovisions units. It's going to be Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora, Kingdom Hearts 3 Riku, and then Kairi is getting a unit as well to add to the 3. And my god, do they look nice. The animations look great. They announced this during the, I think it was like a live event YouTube Japanese FFBE stream. And I am overblown. Like, there were so many Neovision units. I was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to go for them because, you know, Neovisions are going to be hard to get anyway. And, you know, but I mean, I'm so excited about Neovisions. Well, we're gonna have to save some bank for these guys. I'm gonna try to get all of them, and I'm hoping that somehow these guys aren't that you know, they're not all just 1% thrown into a banner altogether. We're gonna have to see. It's the first collaboration that has to do with Neovisions, you know. And they all have their own, oh my gosh, guys, they all have their own vision cards. We're gonna have to look at them together. But I don't want to go into too much detail now with it being over on JP, because I know you guys like to just hear about global. But you know, I gotta talk about things like this that get me super excited about the game. I gotta say, out of the 3 sprites here, I like Riku's the best. But I'm not saying that I don't like the other 2. Kairi's animations look amazing as well. Their STMRs look to be dazzling and worth it. And oh man, dude, it just feels good to be back and seeing hype things like this, and I'm very excited. And even young Xehanort looks cool, obviously being the free unit you guys can get from the event. So it's going to be a while before it comes to global. Obviously, we don't even have Neovisions in global yet, but it's something to look forward to and maybe start saving your Lapis up a little bit. So getting back into the global side of things and my tiny little Lapis that exists, and it makes me sad that I don't have any, we're going to talk about what's going on our side, and it's going to be Zenaida. Now, guys, Zenaida is an extremely strong power creep unit, and I feel like we're talking about this every week in FFBE, and I think most people have come to the conclusion that that's just how it is. I have, and she worked a little bit different in JP, or your ability to get her was a bit different in JP than it's going to be in global. Personally, I believe that her in global is better than the JP way that she was given out, and we'll talk about a little bit later how she officially came out, or in more detail, in JP. But essentially, we have that new boss rush we're going to talk about here in the news. You can get tickets, and she was in that ticket pool. So yes, you could have gotten her for free in JP, but I'm telling you guys, from reading all the comments, from talking to people who play JP, her pull rates were astronomically impossible. She was in like an impossible unit to get. She was extremely powerful, like OP, strong. She is still now. She's going to be an LB damage dealer that can chain up a little bit and do a lot of damage. But in global, you guys can summon for her, but she has a weird summon banner. You can see that it's not like the normal stuff we're used to. You guys are only going to be able to go like this weird little step up, and I think, again, that's because she was like in JP, you had to summon with the boss rush tickets in like the box summons, and she was just so rare to get a hold of, and then get like another one for the 7-star. She was like a unicorn, like just really rare for people to have on their friends list. But overall, she's extremely strong, guys. Super Trust Mastery Reward, Warlord Leg Guards, attack plus 65, activate lethal legs, boost equipment attack when armed with 2 one-handed weapons. You know, pretty good STMR here. Big strong attack, added on to a little bit of true dual wield, right? Attack when armed with 2 one-handed weapons. Yeah, true dual wield attack on that. This is great. But again, getting her, it feels weird for me to talk about her because I was expecting her to be just like so rare for all of us to get, but being able to summon for her, we're going to see a lot more of her around in her STMR and her TMR. Her TMR is graceful footwork, which, it's making me think Chun-Li a little bit. Boost attack by 60% and boost physical damage against beasts, humans, dragons, and stone monsters. My God, is this also a great TMR? So I'm really glad in Global we have a chance just to summon for her. I may throw some tickets to try to get a hold of this TMR here, and then maybe get one of her in my side pocket. But guys, I'm not joking when I say that she is like Neo Vision's, some of them, right? There are going to be some really, really powerful Neo Visions units, but she can be on par with a lot of them when it comes to damage as long as you have the equipment to slap on her. She is a very, very strong unit. A lot of people like her for her design, and she's very special. Well, at least she was in JP, like I said, because she was like a boss rush unit, but it looks like she's kind of like a normal unit here in Global in a way. So we'll have to wait and see how you guys feel about that. But speaking of boss rush, so this is going to be what I was talking about. So this is a whole entire new type of event where you guys are going to have to go in. These bosses are back for you to fight consecutively, take down these strong enemies one by one. So you can see that in Advanced Quests, you have one fight, and then as you move down, you fight more of them in a row. And as you clear, you're going to have to beat all these bosses. And you can see there's beginner, intermediate, advanced. And as you clear them, you're going to get boss rush survival tickets, as you can see. And, I don't know how hard this is going to be. I've heard people making a joke that it's one-shot rush, where you go into just one shot at each of the bosses. And it may be similar where you take in like a DV team of like some LB finishers. For me, I'm going to try the Masterminds on Ed, spreading the CG Noctis killers around and, just trying to one-shot each of these bosses. That's going to be my first attempt at how I'm going to do it. But if we end up not being able to do that, we'll have to switch it up. But we're going to get tickets, and you're going to be able to spend those on a box summon where you're going to be able to go, and you can see some of the rewards are pretty nice, right? We're going to get some 5-star guaranteed tickets. We're going to get some UOC, some Super Trust Moogle exchange tickets. So it's a nice little event to be adding on to what we already have, right? It's just a fun little thing to go in and beat some trials and get some great rewards there at the end. And it should be a reoccurring thing. I think it's happened several times in JP. But like I said, it used to be in JP that the newest unit was added in here. So the fact that she's not, again, I guess people in JP didn't like the fact she was so rare, she was so hard to get. You were very limited on your attempts for her because if they only give you so many boss rush tickets, you'd come in and summon for it. So overall, this seems like a very nice addition to FFBE, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's going to be the most tough trials. I'm not saying it's going to be the most innovative because obviously you're fighting trials over again. But, having this added on with new, added on, not new rewards, but added on rewards that are actually pretty nice. I'd say higher tier rewards is always something nice to have to be able to do on a monthly basis or however long it takes them to release more of these. So very excited about the boss rush survival. We'll definitely be doing that on Thursday. We're going to be getting an exploration for Final Fantasy 12. I'm going to fight the big old turtle man here. And I don't think the reward is that great for me personally. Orochi is going to be the Katana 137 attack. Not too bad. For sure good for newer players, but I love to see the Lapis and the ticket rewards. Honestly, the Lapis is one thing, which you can see I need. But, I do miss having a big stockpile of rare summon tickets. So I'm glad they're throwing those back in there, and it's not just the event tickets or anything like that. So another big thing. So we have the boss rush now. We're also going to be getting Elf Off the Handle. Not off the shelf, Elf Off the Handle. It's going to be a boss fight here from the Christmas event, if you guys remember. And we're going to be able to get the unique equipment set. This is going to be one of those fights, well, obviously you guys know, where we're going to have to go into the Chamber of the Vengeful. And we're going to have to beat it not with only 28 units. They've updated this. It's going to be around 50 units, I do believe. You're going to be able to fight for 50 units and get 50 units worth of rewards. The set here is okay, giving you guys some wind resist. Obviously, these come in handy sometimes. I'm not saying they're, I haven't seen myself use these too often, but again, I have a lot of equipment options for myself over the span of 4 years that I've been playing this game and summoning and all that good stuff, but they're not bad either. There's definitely stuff you need to pick up just in case you come across a wind boss you need to be ready for. Looking at like the bigger rewards, like the nice rewards, freezing enchantment here, boost attack and magic by 60%. So this is going to definitely be for a hybrid unit in my opinion, when equipped with an ice elemental weapon. So, and then you have the 50% one here when with a mace. So I don't know how I feel about that, because a lot of the times when we're using hybrid damage dealing units, we want to be using them in the dark visions, or at least for me, dark visions, and you know, locking them into the ice elemental weapon kind of sucks, because a lot of the time you have to go with a certain element anyway. So I'm not saying it's terrible. Obviously, when we need to do ice damage, this is going to be fantastic, but sadly being niche into the ice elemental weapon kind of makes it a little bit less worth it. And as you can see, we do have some bonus some bonus stats up for this fight when you use the Christmas units on it. So there's a lot of good, like Lucas, Levinson, Kryola. I mean, these are all great units, White Knight Noel, to be using. And sadly, we did not get any Tiana or Felix, I don't know, buffs or enhancements. I mean, people have been waiting those for a while. Hopefully they come around and keep going with that. Anyway, so that's going to be the not swinging around. Story continues, like I talked about, so we're going to even have more story to be doing, which is great. And then we have the Chamber of the Ventral update, like I talked about. So clear the dungeon with 28 to 50 unique units to obtain additional rewards. So they are updating the past ones as well, so that you guys can get even more rewards for going in and battling. So it gives you guys more stuff to do, more content, which is great. So it's you know, it's adding on to content for this week, because I know people have been you know, they're feeling like it doesn't have that much content to be doing right now, so I'm glad they fixed that. And this is a big thing here, and kind of explains what they may be doing with units they've been skipping banners on as they rush towards Neovision. So we're going to be getting ourselves a bundle. It looks like a special bundle will be available for a limited time, and Fina and Dark Fina, the duo unit, will be in that bundle, and they're getting a global upgrade, because thank goodness, because they're going to need it. I think the sprite actually looks very nice for this. I'm actually surprised, because I thought I had seen it before and I didn't like it too much, but this isn't bad at all. You know, so this is maybe what they did. I thought they would just do like little banners, kind of like what they're doing with, I'm trying to say her name right, chat, but I always want to say Zenaida. It's Zaneda. Whatever I'm supposed to say right. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Zenaida. Hopefully that's correct. Anyway, I was thinking they would do it like her, like with her banner here being kind of like a little small banner, you know, nothing too flashy, no guarantees. I thought they might do that for a lot of these units, but it looks like now they're going to throw them in a bundle, a guaranteed bundle for you guys to get your hands on. This unit is going to need a little bit of help and assistance to reach the damage dealing potential that a lot of the units that have been shown in Global recently have, but we'll see what they have with the global upgrades. The STMR is actually extremely strong, and the TMR is. So for these guys, you may be looking for just that. We have boost magic by 50% and light and dark resist by 50%, and boost equipment magic when armed with 2 one-handed weapons. And then you have the Mobius ring, which is going to activate dual wield, can equip 2 of any one-handed weapons, giving you that nice magic 55. So this is the unit you want if you've been looking for that true dual wield magic potential for your units. You need that equipment still. This is going to be good for you. I can't comment on if they don't buff them a lot. For where they're coming out in Global right now with what they've come out with, you're going to be a little disappointed probably if you have some of the newer units and what they can do for you, but we have to wait for the global upgrade. As far as them throwing them into bundles, I am not 100% sure, unless it's Lapis, how I feel about that, because it kind of locks out the free-to-play player on obtaining these units. We'll have to wait and see, you know what I mean? I think I'd rather them be on a banner so people could at least summon for them. If they are going to be skipping them, and they are on the way to Neo Visions, as we can see, that's what's happening. So we'll have to wait and see. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about that. We're getting more World Revisit quests, so we're going to be able to get more Lapis, which I desperately need, like I've talked about all day today. So we're going to be able to go in and do that, which is coming out. You can check the dates there on your own. Vault of Hidden Treasures coming, but we're already used to that. Is there anything I'm missing here? Awesome August login bonus. How could I forget about the awesome August login bonuses? Yeah, that's great here. But we do have some Lapis and some 10+1 summon tickets. I'm okay with those. They're just, I actually just want normal rare tickets, bro. That's what I want. And then they just talk about the exchange shop, because as you can see on the banner, you can exchange 120 of those summon coins for her if you end up getting unlucky. So overall, I think it's a fantastic week in FFBE. You know, from the Kingdom Hearts collab news and JP to a bunch of stuff coming into global content wise. So it's not only about that unit rush and trying to get the new unit. Again, we're going to talk about her. We're going to talk about the buffs to Fina, Dark Fina on a banner review in the future. But overall, she is extremely strong. She will hold strong for a while. Like I said, competing at the top levels if you have the gear for her with NV units. So it's really going to be up to you on how you want to, you know, navigate this week with your Lapis. But just be aware, guys, if you're waiting, I have a strong feeling that we are getting Neo Vision's unit this coming month. And it's going to start with Remake Cloud, so it's really going to be up to you which one you want to go for. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, you know, how much Lapis you got. I need to know where your reserves are at, because I feel like everyone's getting drained at this point, or how excited you are for Kingdom Hearts collab in JP. I know it's triple Neo Visions. Goodness gracious. Subscribe for more FFBE content. Follow me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Claic Yuzolt, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.